Grayson
law
Bay,
also
listen, Mr. Grayson Bay, I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is what's here before me right now.
He's being sued. We can continue this all day. I also will add you to the case if you want to continue this. This needs to be dismissed today. Make a decision today, Your Honor. Make a decision.
I don't know why he's making.
Can I have a breakout room with Mr. Grayson?
No, it's not going to be a breakout room with him. Let's get him a jury trial date.
Oh, jury trial.
Yes. Let's just go ahead and he's not running this show.
Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna talk, you're gonna listen. Why do you want me to do it? I'm not Moorish.
Well, then you need to file a motion to dismiss this case.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
You gotta file those motions on your own.
I'm telling you verbally right now. I'm filing a motion to dismiss this case as of
Okay,
today.
I'm gonna dismiss. I'm not gonna grant the motion.
City of Detroit versus Javar Tyrone Grayson, case number SP 1463900, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 146409991. SP 146436761. Appearance for the record, please.
Grayson Bay.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Grayson Bay.
All right. Good morning to you, sir.
Your Honor, I'm going to represent myself in this matter. And for the record, my name is Grayson Bay.
All right. City of Detroit versus Javar Grayson Bay. I'm trying to get Mr. Ambrose out of the breakout room, Ms. Snyder. Your offer, sir, is a $240 fine, failure to display, and a seatbelt ticket. You pay those, we'll close the other matters out. That will abstract to the Secretary of State. And then the seatbelt ticket is $65. So $240, $65. We'll close the matters. We'll close the matters out. That'll be a failure to display. It will abstract, but it won't carry any points. And today is the date and time set for a trial.
Your Honor, today was supposed to be set for trial, and I don't consent to any of this.
Okay, it is set for trial. I just gave you your offer so that you can you go in? Okay, there. I just gave you your offer so you could.
I'm not accepting that. I won't accept that offer.
Mr. Corporal Ambrose, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Corporal Brian Ambrose, Detroit Police Department, Badge 415.
Good morning to you. Okay, let's go. Are you ready to proceed, Corporal Ambrose?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I would object to holding this trial. I believe he stated that he's a different person. We have a ticket for a Mr. Javar Grayson. Grayson Bay is an entirely different person. We don't have jurisdiction over, we don't have a case over. I would object to holding that trial.
I'm going to deny the objection. He just said he's Grayson Bay. Just I don't think he's objecting to the fact. I
object to that, Your Honor. I'm objecting, and I also questioning jurisdiction.
Okay. Well, I'm denying your motion about jurisdiction, sir. The court has jurisdiction over you, so let's. Are you ready to proceed, Mr. Grayson Bay?
No, I'm not. I object to anything that you call yourself doing. Also, I like to add that I sent this Brian and brochure. I sent him a COL. It's a cut-off law form. I warned him about this situation. This process is also in Wayne County. He's being sued. We can continue this all day. I also will add you to the case if you want to continue this. This needs to be dismissed today. Today. I will see Brian Ambrosius in 3 weeks in Wayne County.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and proceed, because it's not gonna be dismissed today, okay? So
Why
you can
object,
do
Your
what
Honor?
you want to do over in circuit court, then have your way. That is your right. I don't know
Thank
how you're proceeding in circuit court when you feel that this court doesn't even have jurisdiction over you. So let's go ahead and proceed. Corporal Ambrose, you want to speak with them before we proceed, Ms. Snyder?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do think we just need to clear up on the record that Your Honor has denied my motion to not have this matter heard today based on this defendant saying he is not the defendant before us. And also that defendant has agreed that he is not the defendant before us, but Your Honor is telling us to still do this trial. I need to make sure that's clear on the record.
Yeah, I don't think that he's denying that he's not Javar Grayson Bay. Are you denying that you're not Javar Grayson Bay, sir?
I am the living person, Grayson Bay, in living form. Javar Grayson is an artificial.
However he wants to articulate it, we'll let him articulate that. He's Grayson Bay. He's Javar Grayson Bay. His mom gave him that name. I don't think that's any dispute. Okay, so
That name has a social security card
gonna be
attached
pretty.
to it. It also
I
has
think it's going to be pretty quick, Ms. Snyder. I'll
Okay,
put
let's
you
get
in a
it.
breakout room with Corporal Ambrose and put it that way. It is just an expired plate, a seatbelt ticket, no proof of insurance. What is this other thing? Refuse to exhibit license and a false information ID. So just join the breakout room, have a conversation with Corporal Ambrose, and then we'll just hear it. And if he has a right to remain silent, he says he doesn't want to be represented by a lawyer, and you can just put your case on the record, and I'll have to make a decision based on that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Rejoin the room, please. I'm gonna pass the matter, Mr. Grayson Bay, and give them opportunity to talk, okay? All right, we're gonna get her the ticket, give her an opportunity to speak. Are we ready, Ms. Snyder,
Your
on, go ahead.
My supervisor has advised me to file an interlocutory appeal, Your Honor.
An interlocutory appeal on my
Yes.
motion, on your motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Or I
Okay.
suppose time to brief the issue, maybe on this record, or I'd leave in Your Honor's discretion.
Let's see does that interlocutory appeal, if that is,
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Are we back on the record for Grayson?
yeah, let's go back on the record with Mr. Javar Grayson Bay. Now, there's that interlocutory appeal. I mean, I have to proceed. I mean, I got the discretion of whether I want to allow you to do that or not, or just proceed, and you can file your appeal. Correct? Give me the law on that. You're muted, Miss. You're muted, Miss Snyder.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. My supervisor's talking to me over the wall, so it's hard to hear two people at once.
Okay.
The court rule is, I think she might be coming back. It's MCR 7.205.
Be quiet.
MCR 7.212C. 212C.
Maya, come here. Jackson is on the board. Handman is gonna keep him, go get a pen. Hurry up.
205, application for leave to appeal, and you said, what was the citation, what were the other,
7.212, but that's just saying the format for briefs.
I have 7.205 as application for leave to appeal. And this is Court of Appeals.
You have 21 days.
Appeals to Circuit Court, 7.105.
105.
So 7.105, application for leave to appeal. I'm reading from paren B. 1D. If the order appealed is interlocutory, setting forth facts showing how the appellant would suffer substantial harm by awaiting final judgment before taking an appeal.
Yes, Your Honor. So my answer to that, I just made it to that part of the order too. My answer would be that the people would suffer harm because the defendant has already stated that he is filing what we believe, of course, to be frivolous, but you know, the facts will prove themselves as they go.
Hold on, you broke up a little bit.
Can you repeat the last few words? I'm sorry, you broke up during the statement.
We believe that the substantial harm that the people would suffer would be the defendant has already stated he's filing numerous lawsuits against the court, against the parties, against the officer. We believe we'd be giving him a golden parachute. It's just one more issue to add to his level of appeals. This is one issue that needs to be clarified. Of course, he will be found, I believe, through fingerprints to be either the person given that ticket or Javar Grayson, the person given the ticket, will be given a capias warrant and we can move on. But I do believe that this issue needs to be handled before we make a further record. I have a duty to mitigate the city's damages. And I believe that's what we're doing and what I was advised to do by my supervisor.
But how is the city, how would the city be harmed at all if we proceed? What would be any harm for the city? Especially if you acknowledge the fact that you think that by fingerprints that would be Mr. Javar Grayson.
But Your Honor, what we think and what we can prove as a matter of the record and as the court of law is different. I do understand. I believe he's being frivolous. I think he is wasting the court's time. But I do think that as lawyers, as a court of law who do have to face appellate issues, this is something that we need to clear up on the record and have a clear record, such as a chain of custody of who Mr. Grayson is. I don't think it would take that long. Or we could solve this today with giving Javar Grayson a capias warrant and let Bay, whoever he may be, go on about his business. Either or. But I do think that having this trial over both of our objections is not the correct answer.
I just don't feel, I just don't feel,
You can't stand
one, I don't see any harm in proceeding. He's already indicated that he is Javar Grayson, except he wants to be acknowledged as Javar Grayson Bay, or he's the living, I don't know how he termed it, person of Javar Grayson Bay. I don't think that, as a matter of fact, when Corporal Ambrose came in the room and introduced himself, I saw Mr. Grayson Bay sort of kind of had a look on his face. And to me, I took that look as he knows Corporal Ambrose. And there's no question, I haven't asked Corporal Ambrose is if this is the person that he pulled over, but I'll definitely let you acknowledge, ask Corporal Ambrose that. But I don't think that there is any sort of identity issue here. I think the issue comes into something that we've seen probably, I don't know how many times, and I'm sure we're going to see it more in the future. And I agree that those things are frivolous and they do not apply. So I don't see anywhere where we can't proceed with this. Not unless Corporal Ambrose says that to you and through you that this is not, I don't recognize this person that's here. And was this not the person that, or even if there was, I would even allow Mr. Grayson Bay to put on a identity defense and say that wasn't me. He did that wasn't the defense. I don't know what his defense is going to be.
Your Honor, may I?
No, you can't. No, you can't. No. When I ask you to, when I want you to speak,
no
I'll allow
problem.
you to speak. I'm going to give you that opportunity.
No problem.
So to settle this matter about your objection, it's like if the court rules bound me not to proceed because you wanted an interlocutory appeal, then it would be the court rules would bind me to do so. But I don't know of a court rule that's going to bind me not to appeal. And I just don't see in what harm it will be to any of the parties, the defense or the city, by us proceeding in this fashion. I understand he's got cases over in circuit court. He may have cases over in federal court. I don't know. But here again, we're here. The parties are present, and I'm satisfied at least that that's the Mr. Javar Grayson Bay, that the person, we have the right person here in court today. So I'll let you make a last minute record, Ms. Schneider.
Can I just have one? My supervisor walked away. Can I have 1 second to go talk to her?
Yes. Now you can. Well, let's see if you want to. If Mr. Grayson has anything, I'm gonna allow him an opportunity to speak so you can hear what he has to say. Go ahead, Mr. Grayson Bay.
Your Honor, I sent you a declaration of notice stating who I am and the fraud, Javar Grayson. I sent you the paperwork. This was over 3 or 4 months ago. I'm pretty sure you had plenty of time to read and understand the situation. And that, like I said, again, that is my declaration of notice. You should have that in the file as we speak.
Anything further?
And I object to this. And again, your court system has no jurisdiction over it.
Give me a point to a court rule or put your legal objection on the record. What is your objection?
My objection is jurisdiction.
Okay, well, I deny that objection. All right, go ahead, Ms. Snyder. We'll pass the matter. We'll allow you to speak with your supervisor. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Grayson Bay. Are you there, Mr. Grayson Bay?
Yes, I am.
What I will do, listen, Ms. Snyder, let's go back on the record with Ms. Grayson. What I will do is I will pass this matter and I will reset this trial date for an in-person. Because I think this is one that needs to be in person. We can't, it's been some stuff that Mr. Grayson Bay has said that he has filed with this court. He says he sent me some stuff. I don't have that in front of me. There's it in the file. And this one seems like it's going to necessitate some, it's going to necessitate a trial and I think that this one is best to be done in person. So what I will do is I will reset this trial date. That will give me an opportunity, one, to get the documents that, if they exist, that Mr. Grayson Bay has said that he has filed with this court. And then two, that will have both of the parties here in person. All right, so I'm gonna reset this matter for a January 9th in-person trial date. Now that is gonna do, now let me ask you this, sir. You understand you have a right to a trial by jury, correct? Mr. Grayson Bay?
I'm just challenging jurisdiction. Also for the record, I sent Detroit Police Department 12th Precinct a declaration of notice. I also sent them a COL, which is a color of law.
Listen, Mr. Grayson Bay. Listen, Mr. Grayson Bay, I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is what's here before me right now.
Okay, did you get the declaration of notice?
I don't, if I did, it's not in the file. I'm not gonna say I didn't.
Okay, I'll send you another copy.
Let's make this a jury trial too.
I send you a copy. No, it's not a jury trial.
No,
you have a situation in your hands. No jury trial. You have a situation in your hands. Make a decision today, Your Honor. Make a decision.
I don't know why you made it.
Can I have a breakout room with Mr. Grayson?
No, it's not gonna be a breakout room with him. Let's get him a jury trial date.
Oh, jury trial.
Yes. Let's just go ahead and he's not running this show.
I have Judge Carpenter.
Okay.
Do you have somebody like you want to assign to this case?
Not necessarily. I mean, anybody can, I'm sure, handle it.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Judge.
Let's get it.
If Miss, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking, let's go off the record. Miss Harris, do you want the case of the Gomez Lopez?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
I can't hear him on
Put my ear.
No, it's not. We're not talking about your case. We're off the record with your case. We get a jury trial date. Let a jury of his peers make the determination.
And I think we'll clean up the record issue within the person.
Judge, let me know when you're ready for the date.
All right, let's get a jury trial date.
He's and so it's the 17th. The next day will be.
The 14th of November. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Javar Grayson, the 14th of November.
Maybe we should do December. Let's see how December is.
Let's have December the 5th. Tuesday, December the 5th, jury trial.
Okay.
Let's not schedule anything else on that day.
Okay.
Tuesday, December the 5th, 9 a.m. we will do. As far as motions are concerned, I'm going to set some motion dates. So, what was that comment, sir? Mr. Grayson Bay?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Was that comment?
No comment. Listening. Let's go.
All right, let's set a motion date for November the 10th. That's when Mr. Grayson.
That's, Veterans Day, sir.
By your
Oh, no,
ear.
okay, good. Let's set motion due. Well, the motion will be due by motions due by November the 9th. That's for both parties. The responses to the motions will be by November the 17th. And we will set a final pretrial date a day before on December the 4th, 2023. So technically, you'll have a court date that can be, you could be on Zoom for the final pretrial date of December 4th. If there hasn't any resolution, I'll get my ruling on the motions on that day. And then we'll set the jury trial date for December the 5th, 2023 at 9 a.m. All right? You got that, Mr. Grayson Bay?
No, there you gave me 10 dates, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a declaration of notice.
I did not give you 10 dates.
I count, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I got December the 5th, December the 4th. I got November the 9th. I got also November the 17th for a response. That's 1, 2. That's like what, 5?
I counted 4. You counted
Okay, there
10
we
at
go.
first. Now you're counting 5.
I just want to get this matter resolved, man. I just want to get this matter resolved.
I'm not your man.
Let's resolve it today.
It's not gonna be resolved today. Come back, well, you got the dates. Motions due by November the 9th. Responses are due by November the 17th. Final pretrial date, December the 4th. I'll rule on the motions on that day, and then jury trial date, December the 5th. Have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you. December the 5th at 9 a.m. The pretrial on December the 4th is at 8:30. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. That'll conclude it. Good morning. You all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good day.
Corporal Ambrose, you be safe out there. Very good to see you. Have a good day.
Good to see you. Have a good one.
All right, that'll conclude it, Mr. Grayson Bay. You're free to leave.
Let's go with Javar Grayson. This is the city of Detroit versus Javar Grayson, case number SP 1463900. Counts 1, 2, and 3 in SP 146409991 and SP 146436761. Appearance for the record, please.
Grayson Bay.
Ryan Hill on behalf of Mr. Grayson. Mr. Grayson, state your name again, please.
Grayson Bay.
All right. Good morning to you, sir. Now, was this supposed to be an in-person as well?
Are you referring to me?
Yes.
No, I believe this is Zoom.
Just to see final pretrial to see if we're gonna Mr. Ratliff, can you look in Mr. Grayson Bay's file and see whether what the notes say there?
Okay, let me pull that file to see what find out.
And we're gonna pass this matter, wait for the city attorney to come in. I don't believe you need any representation. Is right, Mr. Grayson Bay?
Yeah, I'm representing myself. Thank you, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's pass the matter. We're gonna wait on the city attorney for this one as well, too. And then when we do that, I'll get the file. Let's call the city of Detroit versus, we already called the Javar Tyrone Grayson matter. Let's go back on the record with Javar Tyrone Grayson. Mr. Morgan, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Stephen Morgan on behalf of the city of Detroit.
Okay, we have a situation here where Mr. All right, we have a situation here where Mr. Javar Tyrone Grayson has a jury trial set for tomorrow. And what I wanted to go over with the court, now this is Grayson Bay, let me get that correct. Mr. Grayson Bay, I did receive the documentations that you had. He has a table of contents here. He has a declaration of nationality legal notice, declaration of nationality, name correction, proclamation, public and publication, judicial notice and proclamation to all elected United States Republic office and public servant of federal, state, city, and municipal governments, personnel, and corporate entities concerning the Constitution and all statutory and civil law codes of the land, know all men, etc. Know all men be these present. Grayson Bay, one. See, let me strike that. I, Grayson Bay, being duly affirmed, standing squarely, declare and proclaim upon divine law, naturals law, universal law, Moorish birthrights, international law, and constitutional law, declare and say, I being previously identified by the Union States Society of North America USA under the colorable warship name Javar Tyrone Grayson, do hereby refute the fraud, semicolon. Make public and publish my corrected national name, declare and affirm my true proper person status, and reclaim my rightful social and cultural life of the state, semicolon. In accord with my ancestral Moorish nation of Northwest at a Maxims, North America acknowledging my birthrights, period. Having lawfully and legally obtained and proclaimed my nationality and birthright name and title, semicolon, I strike that, in harmony with, in association with, and in accord with divine law, the customs and the laws, period, rules and usages of the Zodiac Constitution, semicolon, being aboriginal and indigenous and bound to the North American continent by heritage, by primogeniture, by birthright, by natural birth, semicolon, by freehold, and by inheritance, period. Declare for the public record, I am entering, strike that, I am returning to the European cognomen and fictitious misnomer back to the colonial processors of its pedigree, period. I am not rightfully declaring, publishing, and proclaiming my own free national name, affirming my actual, rightful, and civil in full life status, conjoined to my Moorish American consanguine pedigree and national honor, semicolon. Let it be declared, known, published, and resolved that I am Grayson Bay in proper persona sua soi juris, being in my own proper person by birthright, semicolon. I am Moorish. I'm not going to continue to read the rest of that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well said, though. Thank you.
I just don't have a clue of what's going on with this.
Just a declaration of my nationality, Your Honor. Thank you, though. Well said, though.
Okay, so, and how? What am I supposed to take of this? You know, are you saying you're not American?
I'm Moorish American from the
Okay.
land of Exuma, Turtle Island. The issue is the corporation of United States, and that's the issue. And I'm under a natural law as Grayson Bay. I'm in natural form now as a man. And yeah, I mean, you said it excellent. You pronounce things perfectly. Yeah, but that's my nationality.
All right, so let's get to this.
Once again, I did proclaim that the court didn't have jurisdiction over me. That's where we were at.
All right,
over jurisdiction.
And I had you sit in on this, Mr. Let's say, let me stop for a matter, stop the record. Ms. Tucker, are you ready on Mr. Greer or not? You're not.
No, Your Honor, I need to speak whenever Prosecutor Morgan gets a chance, if he can come in the breakout room.
With Mr. Greer and you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
Judge, I'll meet him in the breakout room. For this matter, you know, Miss Snyder I guess she's assigned and she's going to be handling this matter. You said it's set for jury trial tomorrow.
Yeah, what I wanted to do was this, because I mean, I'm prepared to rule on some of this without even a jury trial. The only matter that the only matter that I was really is the false name issue, which is what probably I'll let a jury decide on that, because this other stuff, that's why I had you on. It was an opportunity. These were things that were filed, that he had filed. And I don't know if you've read them or had a response, or I know you probably haven't, but your office. It says, notice to all law enforcement, nationals or citizens are not required to show identification to a police officer. So what I'm going to do, he cited a Supreme Court case, Collender versus Lawson, 461 U.S. 352, 1983. And it says, in which the United States Supreme Court ruled that a police officer could not arrest a citizen merely for refusing to present identification. Now, I'm not even going, did you get arrested, Mr. Grayson Bay?
I was obtained.
So if there's no arrest, then how is this even pertinent here?
And under my jurisdiction, that's an arrest.
Well, we're not under your jurisdiction.
Once he touched my vehicle, it's a violation.
Well, listen, I don't recognize your jurisdiction in this court. I recognize the state of Michigan ordinances and laws and the Michigan court rules. So I'm going to conclude that this based on this document that you've given me, this would be your lead case, that I'm not going to consider that necessarily an arrest. You weren't taken into custody, were you?
Yeah, he touched me.
I know. Okay. That's yeah. I don't have anything. If that's your authority that I just read as far as your Moorish nation,
Common law.
I don't understand that.
Your Honor, also I'm not asking for a jury trial. I'm asking for you to make this decision. I'm asking for you.
But I told you that I'm not going to waive your jury trial rights. You're going to let
I don't want a jury trial. I want you.
It
It
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I trust you. I think you can make a firm decision and what's going on here. I'm pretty sure you see.
I'm going to make a decision right now on this stuff right now on most of it. All I told you I'm going to do is the failure to ID.
Oh, shoot. I don't want this to hang up now.
The failure, false info and ID. I'm not going to make a decision on that. I'm going to let a jury make the decision on that.
I'm not really getting an understanding. I mean, I don't think you can even find 12 Moorish people to even judge me with my peers. I mean, I'm not even going to consent to that. So I don't understand.
Well, how are you going to let me? Why do you want me to do it? I'm not Moorish.
Well, then you need to I'll file a motion to dismiss this case.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
You got to file those motions on your own.
I'm telling you verbally right now. I'm filing a motion to dismiss this case.
Okay, I'm going to dismiss. I'm not going to grant the motion.
Take it to the next level.
Motion denied.
I'm not paying. That's just it. I'm Moorish American, man. I'm Moorish American. Okay?
I'm not going to go back.
That's my birthright.
Listen, I understand that. Listen, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not disputing.
Right. I don't even think the prosecutor even wanted to attempt to even battle this. And it's not even against you, Judge. I understand your situation. You wants to be the ref. You can be the referee in this, but I don't think the prosecutor even want to go through this.
All right.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
I'm not gonna grant it.
Okay. Well, do what you do,
Mr. Morgan, go ahead and speak with Ms. Tucker and Mr. Greer. All right.
All right, thank you. Ms. Tucker, can you go back to the breakout room? Just tap your prompt. Tap your prompt, please.
Your Honor, I need you to accuse yourself of this case.
Your
All right, no, I'm going to continue on. So that's the case he cited.
I filed a motion for you to accuse yourself.
I'm going to deny it.
Okay. Well,
you can put it in writing. I'll deny it. So let's continue on with this notice to all law enforcement that the Supreme Court case was cited, and I haven't read that case yet, but I'll look it up. There is no such thing as failure to identify. You can sue the police for an illegal arrest and resist arrest with impunity. Okay, so he cited some cases here, State versus Robinson. That's looks like a Maryland case. State versus Mobley in those North Carolina case. State versus Adams versus State, Georgia case. And I guess you're saying on those cases that the person did not have to you can sue the police, that they sued the police and successfully sued the police for their a wrongful arrest and resistant arrest.
Excuse me. I also have Thompson versus Smith, the right to travel.
Well, that's on the next. I'm going under the failure to identify heading there.
Oh, okay.
That's under the next heading. So the next heading is personal liberty, the right or power of locomotion, of changing one's situation, or moving one's person to whatsoever place one's own inclination may direct without imprisonment or restraint, unless by due course of law. Unless by due course of law. Now I don't know where you got this. If this is a law, you didn't cite anything from that.
It goes on into Thompson versus Smith, the right of a citizen to travel.
Okay, the right of a citizen to travel upon public highways and to transport one's property thereon, either by carriage or automobile, is not a mere privilege with a city, which a city may prohibit or permit at will, but a common right which she has under the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And again,
I believe I
there's
read
Murlock versus.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, let's deal with this one right quick. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay. No problem.
All right. Okay. I think this is a case that I've read before. Okay, what are you saying? What do you believe this case says?
Are you referring to me, Your Honor?
Yes.
It says what it says. I'm just waiting on your decision. I'm here to defend my birthright and my nationality. When you see that 5-pointed star on the street, leave me alone. That's my nationality. That's all I ask for. We should be questioning the officer for even bringing me to you. They got to have respect for that nationality, and that's all I'm here to prove. My nationality and my birthright. All that other color stuff and colorism calling me black, I'm not permitting that. I'm sorry. You're not going to pull me over because I'm driving around black. That is real. DWB is real. But when you turn around and have a nationality, that's where it stops. He probably shouldn't have brought me to you, and that's the issue. We should be holding him accountable for his actions, not you or the prosecutor. I'm pretty sure the prosecutor don't even want to battle this. But I'm going to stand on my birthright and my nationality. That's my right. That's my common law. I'm very passionate about it, Your Honor, as you can see. So if I seem a little upset or if I get a little, mischief at you, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But my birthright will stand. I don't want to be a United States citizen no more. I'm not subject to United States no more. I'm tired of paying taxes. I can't even afford the insurance. My birthright is all I'm standing on. That's all I have, Your Honor. All due respect. I'm Moorish American. I'm indigenous to this land. Nobody dragged me from Africa. This is my land. And you're going to respect me when you see that flag. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go back to what you filed here. Thomas versus Smith, 154 Southeast 579. I think you need to read that in its entirety, because this is one of the cases that I've seen before that has been filed, and it appears to the court that it's saying exactly the opposite of what you believe it's saying. It is saying that the city can revoke your license. You don't have the authority to operate a vehicle on the city streets.
You want to battle the dead entity. That's what it is. You want to charge me on this dead entity side, and I can't.
No, I don't know what you mean by charging on the dead. I'm going by. Wait a minute. Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna talk. You're gonna listen. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. I listen.
Let's get it. You right.
You filed this.
That's right. You get it.
You cited this case law. Okay, so you're saying, and I'm giving you the benefit of going over this stuff.
Thank you.
This is another case that I'm gonna that you cited, that I am going to tell you that it's actually Shuttlesworth versus Birmingham. This is the court actually takes offense to you filing this.
It's a court case.
I do.
It's a court case. How will you be offensive?
No, I'm taking offense to you filing this and using this in your filing as a reason for you not to have a driver's license. And I don't know if you've read this case or not. It doesn't seem and appear that you've read any of these cases thoroughly, because I've gone through each one of these cases at different times, and if each of them say exactly the opposite of what you appear that it says. And the Shuttlesworth case goes back to a time in history where we're still dealing with, where Reverend Shuttlesworth was a reverend in Birmingham, Alabama. And you're citing this case to saying that Shuttlesworth was saying that he can drive without a valid driver's license.
Definitely travel.
That analogy to this case, and it's saying nothing of that sort. And I wish you would take time and read to what this case is saying, because I don't even think you, as a Moorish American, would I think you would retract this case law right here from what you've filed. You're using the people in the civil rights era who are trying to fight for their rights to march or down a public street. That's what this case was about. He's taken his congregation down a public street. He walked them on the sidewalk. He did not interfere with any traffic, and he crossed the street not against the lights or anything, and they still arrested Mr. Shuttlesworth for not having a license to congregate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but
you're right.
You're saying that he needs to have a license. That is analogous to you not having a license to drive.
If he want to proclaim he's black, he needed a license.
All right, I'm done with this. I've spent enough time on this, and as what I'm going to do is I'm going to rule on the cases ahead of trial for the refusal to exhibit driver's license. I'm going to find you guilty of that. For the refusal of for having no.
By this point, the legal argument has effectively ended. The court has compared the defendant's filings against the actual cases he cited and found they support the opposite conclusion. Continuing to rely on sovereign citizen theories may feel consistent with his identity, but legally, it only weakens his credibility. Once a court sees a pattern of rejecting established law, every future argument faces a much higher hurdle because trust in the legal reasoning has already been damaged.
Insurance and no proof, I'm going to find you responsible. I'm going to find you responsible for an expired plate. We'll go to trial on the seatbelt, on a formal hearing on the seatbelt issue tomorrow and the false ID tomorrow. All right, that's going to be the ruling of the court. If there's nothing further, Mr.
Yeah, there is, Your Honor. Can you send that information in writing? You have the address.
On the ROA, and you can get a transcript made up by the court. All right.
Okay.
What time you gotta be?
What time is court tomorrow?
It's gonna be come on at 8:30.
Okay, you're going to do this again? Because no jury trial.
It's going to be a jury trial. All right.
I want a jury trial.
But you don't make the rules.
But tomorrow, I'm
this is my courtroom.
Request and
jury trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Very well.
Your Honor, this is Prosecutor. I just want to find out what counts I need to communicate to my office that they're going to be a trial on.
We're going to be on SP 146-39002 We're going to be on a formal hearing on that. SP 146-39001 is going to be dismissed. I mean, strike that. Is going to be responsible. SP 146-39003 is going to be responsible. SP 146-40991 is going to be guilty, and that's based on the filings that he's filed. And then SP 146-43761 will be trial. Formal hearing, trial. Tomorrow, December the 5th, 2023. Be here at 8:30. We'll get ready. All right? Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is going to be the city of Detroit versus Javar Tyrone Grayson. Case number SP 146-43761, SP 146-40991, SP 146-3900, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record.
Grayson
Bay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
State your name for the record.
Grayson Bay.
All right. This is today is the date and time set for a jury trial. Ms. Schneider, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexis Schneider for the people, P80322. For the record, the issuing officer, Officer Ambrose, was present, although I released him.
Mr. Grayson Bay, we didn't conclude some of the. First of all, I want to get the record straight from yesterday. I did mention, and you did cite. Where's Mr. Grayson Bay's file? Yes, but I brought it back downstairs. Yes. I wanted to clear up something I said on the record as far as the case that you cited out of Alabama, that I was incorrect as far as the facts of that case. Mr. Reverend Shuttles Reverend Shuttlesworth was not the case where they were walking down the street and did not obtain the license to assemble. That was a case where he has another reverend organized a sit-in and at a restaurant. They were ticketed. And the unfortunate part about it is, and that's just how our society is, and it was, and still is for the most part, is that this case had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court for him to get justice on this case. But again, you're citing cases, sir, that you're not even reading what the cases are about. I can actually fine you. That's something a lawyer would be could be brought up to the grievance commission on and potentially lose their license. All the cases in there, all the cases that you have cited are saying exactly the opposite of what you purport.
Have you looked at any of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you read them? When did you do that last night?
I've been studying Moorish science. My religion is Moorish science. As you can see, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it tells you it's a duck, it's pretty much a duck. So I'm Moorish science. So I've been studying for over 10 years. And
but you haven't been studying.
No disrespect to you, Your Honor. I just want to remain mute to the fact and acknowledge that my mother is here, the matriarch of my family, and so I just want to remain mute to this case in this matter. And the floor is yours. This is your courtroom. No disrespect. My mother is here.
No. Ma'am, can you stand up and state your name, please?
My name is Grayson Hall.
Good morning, Ms. Grayson Hall. And I'm not. It's nothing about you. Can see it. I just wanted to acknowledge. I do acknowledge the fact. And I appreciate the fact that you have support here. The court always recognizes that. That's why I asked you to stand up. But you want to remain mute now. But you didn't remain mute when you filed these pleadings. This is how you speak to the court, exactly the way you did. Now, maybe the form is not exactly the way the court kind of or the rules have applied, but I understand you're in pro per and you might not know all of those rules. But when you start filing these documentations, you're speaking to the court and you're representing that this is the current state of the law as this is the current state of the law, and this stuff applies to your case, and I should be reading this stuff and be able to interpret what you're saying about your case through these cases. And when I read these cases, it says exactly the ones that I've read, and I've seen these cases filed before, it says exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. Because what I understand you're trying to say is that you're trying to say that you don't need a valid driver's license to drive on the roads, you don't need proper registration on your vehicle, and you don't need proper insurance. And you're even going as far as saying that the police officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the police officers do not even have the authority to pull you over. Is that correct?
Again, Your Honor, I remain mute to the situation. Again, I reply, my mother is here. No due respect to the court. My matriarch is here. And I gave you pretty much documents to read. And I'm standing on those documents, and I'm gonna remain mute. Thank you.
All right, so I've already found you guilty of the count of refusing to exhibit a driver's license, SP 1464091. I'm going to fine you on that case $240. I've already found you responsible on SP 1463901, expired plate. I'm going to fine you $145 on that. And I've already found you responsible on SP 1463903, insurance no proof, and I take guilty on SP 1464091, and that's a 240 for the insurance no proof. I'm going to fine you $195 on that. All right. As far as the other counts, I had in the note. Well, you told me off the record that you're going to dismiss SP 146436761 and SP 146390002. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So 145, 195, and $240, sir. When can you pay?
I would probably need after the holidays, maybe 3 months. I might get something up for you.
Are you working?
I do carpentry.
Yeah, you do carpentry. Are you working?
Yes. Yeah, I have jobs lined up.
Okay, so why do we need so much time?
They lined up. They're not completed. They're just future jobs that I've lined up.
So presently, you're not working.
Today, I'm not in court.
You got this play on words.
Yeah, I mean, traveling and
Is this
driving. Yeah, it beats the system. Play on word. I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, I got to speak the truth to you, right? You
You're
respect
not
the truth?
working now. If you.
Okay, I'm not
asking
working
you-
today. I'm not working.
No. You're not, I'm asking you, why is it taking you 3
We-
months to get up? I don't typically give out 3 months to pay fines, especially when somebody's working, and especially in a career that's a skilled trade, that's a very lucrative career. So I'm trying to give you the time you need, but I need to make a good basis for that.
3
Because
months.
you're not giving me a good basis for giving you 3 months, and you're telling me you're a carpenter, and you're telling me you're working. Now, if you're telling me you're a carpenter and I'm not working currently, then that's something that I can go with. But you're telling me I'm just not working today.
Right.
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Well, we
I'm
optimistic,
going to work
yeah.
tomorrow, and I'm going to work the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you 3 months.
Very
for that.
optimistic. That's why I say, well, as this present, not, but yeah, tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about work. So yeah, yeah.
So you're not working.
Today, I'm not working. Tomorrow, I have grass work tomorrow to do. There are schedules to do, and I do have a future as a job to have things to done. But as you saying, as I'm working, I'm telling you the truth, not as now, no. If that clears, if that makes you feel comfortable, no, I'm not working.
I'm trying to ascertain.
No, I'm
what's
not
going
working.
on, sir.
I'm not working. At this present moment, I'm not working.
And when you say you're working, you have some aspirations of working,
Yes.
like everybody does. We're
Yes.
looking for, well, not everybody, because not everybody is trying to work.
Right, exactly.
So
Yes.
you're not working now,
Right.
correct?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Is this the kind of, I don't know, I want to make sure that you don't need any mental health services? Do you?
Are you questioning my mental capacity?
I'm asking, because I mean, you're giving me these play on words. You're giving me all of this
Speak the
stuff.
truth,
You're-
Your Honor.
you know, I don't
Speak the truth.
I don't feel you're speaking the truth to me.
I'm not working today at this present moment. I'm not working.
And you're not working, you don't have anything set for tomorrow,
No, I don't.
right?
Nope, I don't.
You don't,
I'm
do you
not
have
even
anything
working.
set for next
No.
week?
No, I'm just anticipating things. You're right. I don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna give you, till March the 5th. You can either Zoom in or come in. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th to have this stuff paid off, all right?
Can I get a total of that?
You'll get a total with, Ms. Mathis here. All right. That'll conclude it, sir. I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate you, your mom for coming in, and have a safe, happy holiday season, all right?
One lesson runs through every appearance in this case: confidence cannot replace legal authority. Throughout the hearings, the defendant relied on familiar sovereign citizen and Moorish American arguments about jurisdiction, identity, and nationality. Those ideas gave him a framework that made the legal system seem illegitimate from his point of view. But courts don't decide cases based on personal beliefs. They decide them by applying statutes, precedent, and admissible legal arguments. What made this hearing different wasn't that the judge became emotional or dismissive. He repeatedly gave the defendant opportunities to explain his position, reviewed the documents that were filed, and even examined the cases being cited. That process matters because it shows the court wasn't rejecting the defendant simply for disagreeing, it was rejecting arguments that failed under the law. There's also a strategic mistake that appears in many sovereign citizen cases. Once someone becomes convinced that the court has no authority, they often stop making the arguments that could actually affect the outcome. Instead of challenging evidence, procedure, or specific legal elements, the focus shifts to theories that courts have consistently rejected. The result is that real legal opportunities become smaller while legal consequences continue to grow. By the end of these proceedings, the case wasn't decided by who argued the longest or who sounded the most certain. It was decided by which arguments were supported by recognized law. In court, credibility is built through evidence, accurate legal authority, and clear reasoning, not by rejecting the rules of the forum hearing the case. And that's why hearings like this continue to stand out long after the courtroom empties.